Welcome to the first episode of We the People Are the Boss. I'm Todd Hogan. This is the place where we challenge you to do hard things to build a better future. We exist to ensure that power of the people, by the people, and for the people is not replaced by power of the politicians, by the media, and for the ultra wealthy. We believe that the status of America is purely a projection of our collective efforts and what we in the aggregate support. If you are lazy in your citizenship, you reduce power in the people. If you are active and engaged in your citizenship, you boost power in the people. It's that simple. We the People Are the Boss is currently focused on four things to strengthen power in the people. First, ending the contrived political hatred that forces us to focus on the things that divide us rather than on the big issues that should collectively unite us. The second, the problems with political money and how the wealthy are increasingly buying the policies they want, and politicians and the media's focus on money leaves them immensely compromised. A quick note on the convergence of these two areas of focus. I just want to share two charts with you. The first, the American economy is the envy of the world. It's a myth that our overall economy is struggling. The decades upon decades of growth in GDP per capita, or how much we own per person, is a near miracle, something all countries fantasize about. The problem is the second chart. How we distribute that capital, or how we distribute that incredible growth, is deeply unfair to the average American. The middle class has seen virtually none of the benefit of the past 40-year growth. The policies we've chosen in this nation in those past 40 years have made this happen. A great study on this gap was done, and if we as a nation would have instead implemented policies to maintain the wealth gap of the past of just 40 years ago, today household income would be nearly $18,000 higher per year. Imagine your household having an additional $18,000 in income. If we can't solve these two big issues in these areas by coming together, this big issue, despite our differences in other areas, will only get worse. The third area of focus, keeping America's status as the friend of all freedom-loving nations and all of the amazing benefits that come to us and the world because we are seen as a trustworthy, generous, and a stable international partner. When we keep our word, we benefit. Fourth, limiting the reach of executive power and the direct shrinking of power in the people that creates. In coming episodes, we're going to talk about these four more, and you're going to learn a lot about them. And hopefully, you'll contribute a lot. One thing, this is not a partisan effort. I'm an independent, and we see massive problems in both parties that result in weakened people power. We're at a unique time with previously unseen challenges that a divided nation won't properly be able to address. Artificial intelligence, the biggest wealth gap in America's history, the impact of chaotic and undisciplined federal cost cutting, the loss of compassion if we abandon the most vulnerable here and abroad. So, if you believe there is too much hatred towards each other and it is threatening our well-being, if you believe conflicts of interest by our politicians, our CEOs, our media, and those elsewhere in power are a menace to a well-run society, if you believe compromise is key to democracy, if you believe we the people need to do more to address the problems in our system, if you believe America is a trusted friend to all those who love freedom, if you believe a united American people can still disagree while finding solutions to big problems together. And if you believe we are a beautiful nation who still has a long way to go to become our very best selves, if you believe any of these things, We the People Are the Boss is for you. We're soon going to be asking you to act as any boss should and do challenging things. As a boss and citizen in America, that should be your duty. For now, all we're asking is like, subscribe, mention us, and more importantly, talk to someone who is very different from you and see where you can find common ground. Thank you. We look forward to sharing more in coming days. Until then, remember, in the US of A, you are the boss.